What's mine? I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This is Ronald Jones, played his collegiate ball on this field for USC. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Winston now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long for Winston. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 40. 9.
Let's go.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check 48.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Safety's creeping. 56. 56. Mike, 56. All day. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
On 3rd down, Winston. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Johnson, the intended target, so they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That's good for a Buccaneer 1st to pick up of 12 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while control.
And now off to the races down the right side. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A great run here in the 1st, and I think we know one guy who wants a trip to that Super Bowl.
And the way his team is reacting, the way they're blocking for him, they want to go along with him, don't they?
Absolutely. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 6. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 71 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing on first down. Eason, he sets to fire deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 24, Winston, his throw incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 52 is the mark.
To throw is Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Ready. Black 22.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Buccaneers 7.
Ready. Blue 8. 30. 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm going to run you. Mike 56.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
37-yard line.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Let's go. Double dog. That's the way.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran.
And he's taken down. back at his own 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Samson Abukum. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Winston. He completes it to Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Henderson now on 1st and 10. There to stop him on the tackle, Jack Sitchin. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Yo. Let's go. Go, run.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
60 outlaw. I'm coming. 48.
From the gun, Eason looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
Winston, open man has got one. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Eason. This is caught. It's Cooks. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. The extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down throw for Winston. Caught by Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. A nice little juke. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready. 18 Gator. Get the ball. Hey, orbit. 198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. 6-man. Go, Jackrabbit. Now.
On 1st down, Eason. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Eason. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Mike, bravo. You ain't going nowhere. 48.
From the gun, Eason. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. An explosive 38-yard pickup. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They run once more with Henderson. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 11.
18 Gator. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Eason toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
48 to Mike. You got double up. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48.
On third down, Eason. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
48 Mike. Spy. Let's go. Check nickel.
Operating from the gun. Eason. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Now the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 7 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Henderson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check, 48's the mark. 3 buds.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Rams on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
X3, 218, chopper. 48 Mike. I got him. Under 10. Hey, Delta.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
198. Watch 98. Hey, Haywood. 198. Watch 98. 98. Hey. That's what I do. 198. Watch 98. Hit it.
From the gun, Eason. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, echo. 48 to Mike.
On 4th down, Eason. And he comes back with one complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Let's go. Smooth. 48 Mike. Go. Right up.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Keep going. Touchdown, baby.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
53, check 53. Here we go, here we go. Check 53.
Ready? On 4th down, Eason. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. On 1st down, Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before, and now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 16-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Come on, set. 15, line. 15 line.
Sweetheart. Let's go, let's go.
Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Looking to throw. Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Fresno. Check safety, check safety. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On fourth down, Eason. Going for a right side here, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Eason. Complete to right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent off. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ready up.
The money. 58, the money.
Shoot.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.